Welcome back into the Delmarva Sports Insider. Now, earlier this week, we featured one of our local athletes here on the Eastern Shore. Her name is Abigail Plylar, and she is a sophomore at Worcester Prep in Berlin and is also a member of the varsity tennis team. Abby is not only using the sport of tennis as a means to spread awareness, but also as a way to raise money about a cause near and dear to her heart. This is A Better Normal. The power of sports exceeds what you see on the field, court, or even the diamond. We have witnessed sports being used to launch careers and build relationships, but what about using the sport you love to spread awareness? One Worcester Prep sophomore is doing just that. Meet Abigail Plylar, a member of the Mallards varsity tennis team who lost her grandfather Ron to pulmonary fibrosis when she was in the 8th grade. After the passing, Abby and her family were invited to tour the University of Maryland, where Ron was receiving treatment.
They were really showing that they cared about their patients and they wanted to defeat all lung diseases. They just were really trying hard, and the progress that they were making was astounding, and we wanted to help.
Entering its 3rd year, the Love for Lungs tennis tournament supports research at the University of Maryland Lung Rescue Unit while continuing to raise awareness about pulmonary fibrosis.
Abigail is an amazing person. She started this, I believe, when she was 13. She conceived of this, and she's been quite successful. The plan is because of her sponsorship and her ideas as a protagonist to raise about $120,000 this year.
The charity event also features some very special guests. We trekked out to Vienna, Virginia to speak with a former colonel and West Point graduate who successfully received a lung transplant.
So they sent me up to see Dr. Iacono, and they actually stumped for me. I mean, they gave him a good reference and said, you know, we can't help him, maybe you can. And he did, by God. He jumped in. They did some further evaluation because I had done much of the evaluation. And at that point, they decided to accept me for transplant.
He is such an amazing person, and the story that he has is just, it's amazing.
Over the first 2 years, the charity has raised nearly $60,000. The goal later this month is to double that total and make an even larger contribution to the Lung Rescue Unit.
I would say that her gift is probably within the top 10% of the donations from a single organization. We need people like Abigail to continue to raise this kind of awareness. I think sports is a great platform. You know, maybe this is just the beginning. I hope it is.
So I came home and got listed and then transplanted a few months later. Life went on normally there, but a different normal. And in fact, it's a better normal. I can breathe.
So grab your rackets and lace up those shoes. The 3rd annual Love for Lungs tennis tournament is taking over Bethany Beach May 18th and 19th, and Abby knows her grandfather is watching.
I hope he would just be very proud. I hope he'd be proud that his legacy is continuing. He was an amazing person. He impacted so many lives, and I hope he's happy that other people like Bud Henry and other people who have gotten a lung transplant and succeeded, that they're still living their lives.
Jeff Harris, 47, ABC. The tournament, as you heard in the story, began yesterday and will continue through this evening with a kind of memorial banquet. But for more information about the tournament or to make a donation, visit loveforlungs.myevent.com. Unfortunately, though, that's all the time we have before the commercial break. But when we return, Jonah and I will take a look at the week ahead as the state playoffs continue to roll on.
I'm Tucker Brown from the Worcester Prep lacrosse team, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.